Hey everyone, welcome to my channel on this cool summer morning. Well, we are going to take a look at the HS7E by Holystone right here. It's a new drone on the market. It has electronic image stabilization. What's really good about this one is it can shoot in 1080p 60 frames per second or 4K at 30 frames per second, and it actually records at 50 to 55 megabits per second. Not a lot of budget drones can record like that. So in other words, the video quality is pretty good and you have a lot of data information that you can manipulate in post-editing in your video editing software program. How about I take it out of this box and show you what's inside? Well, when you take it out of the box, you get another box. It comes in a case with a nice little carry handle here, and it's a rubberized case. So it's not a cheapy case, it's a very nice case. So I'll show you the drone. The drone is all folded. You can see it has brushless motors, brushless propellers, and well, foldable arms. And I will say this here drone is actually manufactured to a pretty darn decent level of quality. It doesn't look like a budget drone at all. When you look at it close up, it actually looks very decent, as if you bought yourself, like a $500 drone. It's very nice. You can put a micro SD card in it to record video, and it does have an optical flow sensor and landing lights. There is no 3-axis gimbal on the front or a 2-axis gimbal, or even a 1-axis gimbal. It's a fixed camera that looks forward and all the way down 90 degrees. But it does have some dampening, and it has electronic image stabilization. So if it's not too windy out, just breezy, your images should look really, really good. If it's super, super windy, well, I don't think the electronic image stabilization is going to help. But for most days when you're flying, it's going to look pretty decent. So let's go fly this. All right, we're ready to start. You have the drone and you have the controller. First thing we do is power on your little controller here. You can see it comes to life. It's all good. You can pull your handles out. Move your antenna so you have access to the spot where you're going to put your cell phone right here. Next, we have to turn this baby on. So press the power button. There we go, put it down. It's going to come to life. Pick up your controller and just make sure on your controller you can see the power for the drone. I don't know if you can see it on my little camera here. Power for the drone over here and the power for the controller. If you see both, that means this here controller is connected to this here drone. Next thing you want to do is make sure your GPS is on. So right now mine is on off. How do I know it's off? Because on the controller here it says it's off. So I'm going to turn the switch and it says on, and it says on here. So now the GPS is on, and that means this here is going to fly with GPS. Now this here Holystone drone is using MJXRC technology, so that means the way to calibrate this drone is the same as an MJXRC drone, which means I've powered on the controller, I've powered on the drone, it's sat here for a bit, and all I have to do is just pick it up and do a calibration, and the calibration is just spin it 3 times. Once, twice, 3 times. You're going to do this every time you change a battery, and then point the nose up or point the nose down. I'm sure there's a way to do it, but I can't remember. So in this case, I'll point the nose up and I'll just spin it again 3 times. Once, twice, it doesn't even matter which way you spin it. All you have to do is after you spin it, all that stuff, just look at the arms and make sure they're solid. So you can see that solid green and that solid red right there. So we're all good to go. Put it down. It's ready to fly. It's that simple. Now the last calibration that MJXRC and Holystone drones require is just a gyro calibration. And that just means take these 2 joysticks here and pull them down and to the left. So watch this. So there we go. And then you can't see it, or maybe you can see it, but on the drone the lights would be flashing like crazy. And you're all done. And now what happens is it's going to search for satellites. And on my controller, I don't know if you can see it, it says I have 11 satellites. So it's ready to fly. Next thing you want to do is attach your phone to the controller and make sure your phone is connected to the Wi-Fi of the drone. Mine is connected to the Wi-Fi. You can see over here, someplace over, oh, I don't know, over here. You can see on the screen I'm showing a display of my phone. You can see it's connected. And then you can go into the app. The app we're going to use is called Ophelia Go. You can see it once again. I don't know which way I'm pointing here. My display is someplace over here. And you just click on that and you're in the app. There we are. It says Holystone Start. All good. Now before we go fly, I just want to show you that this drone here, the Holystone with the electronic image stabilization, has a really good Sony sensor in the camera. So because of that, you can manipulate the image quite a bit, more than other budget drones. So let me show you. If I click on the settings, first off, it gives me the option that I can record in 4K 30 frames per second or 1080p 60. This video you're watching is in 4K 30, so I'm just going to leave it at 4K 30. You can also see that for a photo, These are all the settings I can change for taking a photo. Quite a bit, you know, a little bit more than you'd normally see on a budget drone. And of course, if I want to format the card, you can see at the bottom, I can format my micro SD card in the drone so that it is proper for recording the videos and the photos, everything else. There's a few more settings. I can also set all the parameters for when I want to do orbit and flight and return to home and all that other good stuff that's right here. Also, it checks all these green arrows, says everything's a-okay with my drone. And finally, the last is going to be my flight records. Haven't flown it yet, so I have 0 for flight logs. There we go. We're all set to fly. All right, so on my display here, there's a nice little green bar at the top left. That means I'm ready to fly. All I have to do is hit this little red button. Motor should start. There they go. Make sure you don't get your fingers in there. That's going to hurt. And then push your little left joystick up and it's going to go fly up. So just like this, watch. There we go. It goes right up in the air. Whoa, right into the sun. All right, this is a good test for the Holystone drone because there is a bit of a wind happening right now. And the drone, if you look through my camera here, it's getting blown around in the wind a little bit. Oh, now it's sitting stable. It makes a liar out of me. I'll come up close. Does it get even clearer? More awesome. So let's go fly this around and let me show you some of the features. Okay, so the drone is way up in the sky. I'm going to show you the follow me function. Click on this, click on follow me and slide, and it should go into follow me mode. There we are. It's all set to go. So now if I walk backwards, I'm sure it's in follow me. Let's see. Yeah, it's following me. So there we go. So I'm going to turn and walk with my back to it and we'll take it this way. So is it a smooth follow me? You know, on drones where you go follow me, if I walk to the corners, they don't have gimbals to go side to side, so it really confuses them and it gets kind of jerky. What I'm doing is I'm walking over here because I'm going to go under a tree. So here we go. I'm going down under a tree. I'm hidden from the drone, but it's got to follow the GPS, so it should still find me no matter what. So let's see. I've come out the other side, waving my arms. There we go. How's that? It's got me. So that's the good thing about a GPS follow on a drone, is that it doesn't matter if you go under objects or over objects, it's all good. All right, so let's try another function. Okay, let's try the orbit flight. Let's see, it should go into orbit mode. There it goes. I've set my parameters already at 11 meters. That's in that little screen I was showing you where you can set all the parameters. So there it is going around. Usually orbit flight on these drones is usually really smooth and really good. So how's that? It's going around by itself. It's always cool when you walk as well as it's going around. I've got it low so that it gets the shadows and the sun, just to show you how good the camera quality is. So far on my screen, greens look green. I'm all dressed in blue, and that all looks to be correct with this drone. So far, all good. Let's stop that. Okay, I want to show you my screen. Right on the right, there's a headless mode, but I'm not using headless mode. Headless mode is for people with no sense of direction, and that's for people that can't use the joystick. So in other words, the right joystick, if they move it forward, they expect the drone to go forward. But if the drone is facing reverse, like it is right now to me, let's see, I'll just bring it down. So here, the drone is looking at me. So if I press this forward, watch what happens. It's gonna go not that way, it's gonna go over my head. And that's what confuses people. So headless mode is designed that whenever you press the joystick forward, it goes forward no matter what the orientation. So far really impressed. The drone is stable, there's a bit of a breeze, and it's doing quite well. There's also a tap to fly mode, and that's like what you would call a waypoint mode. So here, if we look at the drone and we look at my map, I'll show you my phone display. So right now I'm in the tap to fly, or you call it the waypoint mode. There's my drone. You can see the blue dot, my location. See all that green? That's the green sports field, and that green sports field goes from that road, which is the yellow road on my screen, all the way down there. So I say I wanted the drone to go down that way. I could use tap to fly. All I do is I just take my little finger on the screen and I just pick a point, and I'll pick a location over here, and there we go. And then I'll hit submit and it should fly there. I'm going to stop it, of course, because I don't want it to crash into anything. And then I slide. Oh, first it's going up to a set point I must have set it at in my parameters. Then it's going to turn, and there it goes. It's gone. All right, I got to stop that. Okay, I'm going to bring the drone over to me, and I'll just show you the landing lights. So there's the drone up in the sky. Hey, there's the moon over there. Here, I'll put the drone over the moon. You probably can't see the moon behind it, but there we go, trying to get the drone over the moon. All right, so the drone is right there above me coming down. I'm gonna tap on the landing lights. There we go. So when you're flying at night with the green arms and the red arms and the landing lights, looks pretty good. Now there is a speed control on this drone. So I'm not sure what speed I'm on at the moment. Let me just see here. I'm gonna go forward, full blast. Okay, that's pretty decent. Now I remember the Bugs 20, which is very similar to this, Bugs 20 EIS. It had like a tripod mode. Let's see if this has it too. Oh, it's got the tripod mode too. Look at this, I'm walking with it. Look at how slow that goes. Okay, I gotta show you what the recording looks like. Okay, this is tripod mode. Here, I'm gonna chase after it, but it's recording now, the screen, so you can see what it looks like. I'm taking it forward. That is awesome, that is awesome. Tripod mode is something really cool. And I should show you this. I can move the camera up. See this? The camera's pretty smooth. Down, and I can bring it up. There we go, can look up. And of course, hey, I'm just like last time here, I'll go beside my truck. It's right over here. I'll just turn it. Coming around nice and smooth. And there we go. There's the front of my truck, and it's gonna hit my truck, the wheel, go up. Yeah, so it's so slow, I could drive it over my truck, and it looks pretty sweet. There we go. Just missing the roof. Coming over me, this is what it looks like coming over me. There we go. There it is, going right over. And I just want to show you the camera on here, how smooth it is. So it's looking at me. I can go down, look all the way down. And so let me get under it. There we go, looking up at it. And now I can bring the camera looking straight up. Look at how smooth it is. So I could bring that little, there you go, and let's see how high I can go. That's it, that's as far as it can go. So that's forward, and I can fly it forward, coming forward at me. There we go. Now the battery life on here is 23 minutes of flight time, and I've been flying for a while, and the battery's still going, no complaints. It also has a range of 1,000 meters, 1 kilometer, but it says that 1 kilometer range is with your controller. As soon as you get to about 500 meters, well then your phone, which is connected to the drone for the video portion, is gonna crap out. So you get about 500 meters with your phone and about 1,000 meters with the controller. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this little drone up in the air and take some photos and videos. So here we go, going up. Okay, the drone is far over by the school, and I've pressed the return to home, and let's see what happened. Let's see where it comes and lands. So the landing pad is right in front of me. Let's see if that's where it lands. So I can't see it, but I see on my controller, the controller will not lie to me. It says it's only 71 meters away. So I should hear it soon. Let me turn on the landing lights. I'm gonna turn on the landing lights so I can see it better. There we go. Look up. Oh, look at that. There's the landing lights. I can see it. Hopefully my camera picks it up. That's pretty sweet. Easy way to pick it out of the sky. It looks pretty good. You know, this is the landing pad down here. Oh, it's coming over this way. Where's it gonna land? It's pretty darn close. Coming down, coming down. Where are you going to land, little drone? Where are you going to land? It's going to land. Well, it's sitting there. Is it coming down more? Come on down, come on down. It's going to land on my backpack. Yep, just smashed into my backpack. You know, a lot of budget drones usually don't really come close to the landing pad. You know, this one here landing right there, off to the side. Of course, my bad, leaving my backpack there. Yeah, that did quite well. So once again, very impressed. All right, so my final impressions are really good drone. Love the electronic image stabilization. Love the fact that it has tripod mode, flies really slow. You can get really cinematic footage. Love the fact that it records at 4K 30 frames per second at over 50 megabits per second, which is really good for a budget drone, to be quite honest. So all in all, it's a really good drone. And I also love the fact that it's foldable, so you can put it away in your pocket, and foldable props, brushless motors, all that good stuff. The only thing it's missing is a 3-axis gimbal for the camera, but you saw it flying out here. It is windy. You know, it's not super windy. It's like a strong breeze. This thing, how did it look? I haven't seen the video, so I'm assuming it looks good. It looked good on my phone. So you decide if this is the drone for you. So for the price, you get the drone, you get the controller here, you get the carry case, you get the charger, and a bunch of other stuff. I do have an unboxing coming up next, so up here it probably says unboxing. Watch that. I'm going to show you everything that comes in the box, in the case that was sent to me, and you can see if it's for you. But for now, what I'm going to say is I'm going to put links below. I believe Holystone, I believe they sent me some discount coupons for Amazon, so you can get like, I don't know, 15 or 25% off the price. Something crazy. I can't remember what it is, so I could be lying to you, but I'm going to put that all below this video. Check it out. And if you have any questions on this drone, just post them below. I'll get back to you with my limited knowledge. I can tell you what I can tell you. And more importantly, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I'd appreciate that very much. Stay tuned for the unboxing that's coming next. Check it out. Check out the links below. See if this is the drone for you, at the price for you. And if it is, it'll make a great Christmas gift. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video. Bye. And now a super quick unboxing of the Holystone HS720E. Opening the box, we can see inside is another case that is all wrapped up. Pull this out. Here we have a nice carrying case to take to the field, and it's got a nice texture to it. Opening up the zippers, we can take a look inside. Let's see what we have. So right off the bat, we have our drone here with brushless motors, foldable arms, foldable props. We have our controller, our box of accessories, and it does look like there's stuff up here. So let me see what's up here first. This looks like documentation, and it is documentation. So what do we have? Cautions of the battery and this huge instruction manual. Look at this thing. It's massive. And you even get the typical Holystone extra battery. It's something, I think I've seen these before. You write a review or something and you get a free battery. Let's take a quick look at the drone. Well, the drone feels really solid in the hands, and it feels really quality made. It does not feel cheap at all. It seems like something you would spend hundreds of dollars on. Look at this thing. Look at the way it's designed. That is really nice. Even the arms fold out nice. They do not fold out like the cheapy low-cost drones. This is really good. Close look at the brushless motors and the foldable props. You can see how they're attached. Taking a look at this side of the drone, we see nothing. Let's flip it the opposite direction, and we see the micro SD card slot right there. Flipping it upside down, we see an optical flow sensor, LED landing lights, some venting, and here's something you do not see on budget drones. That is a serial number, which means there might even be a warranty on this. And flipping it to the front right here, we see our camera with image stabilization. Take off the plastic, and it does even have some, well, it's got some dampening to it, and I can see a gear inside to move this camera forward and straight down. And finally, flipping it to the rear, we'll take a look at the battery. I like this. The little LEDs right here. Looks very, very stylish. Pull the battery out. We'll see what size it is. The battery is a 7.4 volt at 2800 milliamp hours. Now, what's really interesting with this drone is the design. It almost looks like the unique Mantis Q. Even the design of the LED lights, the way they're placed on the arms, but the whole build quality and the way it looks feels like a unique Mantis Q. Batteries in the drone. Let's do a quick weighing. Let's see. What are we at? 493 grams. This is your typical controller. You got your little hand grips here. Pull those out. Your power is here. You have to put batteries in the back. And let me just see what the type of batteries it takes. 2 AA batteries required. All the buttons on the controller are really nicely labeled. Let me show you something that a lot of people miss with drones like this. So you take your drone, you power it on for the very first time. Let me just put it down here. Power it on. So it's going to come to life. And then it comes to life. Next, the very first time you fly it, never to do this again, just the first time, hold this button down, turn this on. This binds this controller to this drone, and you know they are bound when right here you can see it shows the drone and the controller battery remaining percentage. Also included is the battery charger. You can charge up 2 batteries right here, and you just plug this huge unit into a USB cable, which is included into a USB plug. This would be the included USB cable. You also get a micro Phillips screwdriver. It's in here. I've got like 1,000 of these, so I'm not taking this one out. And you also get a full set of spare props. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my review of this beautiful Holystone drone. Now, if you'd like to buy this drone, I believe it is on sale. There is a discount code in Canada and the USA, and you check below for that discount code and where to buy it. If you have questions on this drone, just post them below and I'll get back to you. But more importantly, if you enjoyed this review, please give it a thumbs up. I'll catch you in the future with many more drone reviews. Until then, take care.